All right, whenever we do BrainPop activities, if you are not happy with your quiz grade, because these do go in the grade book, then I will allow you to retake it one time. So I'm going to show you how to do that process. So I've already logged in as a student, and I'm going to go to my BrainPop at the top. In your timeline, you will see anything that's upcoming, or in the little flag section, you'll see anything that's upcoming, so you can see that we have a new assignment that's due tomorrow. In your timeline, you will see anything that you've already completed, and underneath assignments, you will see anything that's upcoming. So I'm going to go to timeline, and I'm going to click on the statistics assignment, because it says you completed the statistics assignment, so I'm going to click on that. I made an 8 out of 10, or this student made an 8 out of 10, so I'm going to view it. When you view it, you can go through and see the questions that you got correct and the questions that you got wrong, and it will tell you what the correct answer is. So when you do this retake, it should be a very easy 100 that's going into the grade book. Keep in mind that anytime we have more than one assignment due in one day, I'll take the average of those grades for your daily grade for that day. So you can go through and you can review everything. You can study to make sure that you know it, and it has all 10 questions. When you've studied it and you know that you are confident to retake the quiz, you're going to click on this little icon to the right. If you click on that, it will take you back to that topic. So this topic was statistics. If you need to watch the movie again, you can do that. If you do not want to watch the movie again, then you go to quiz, and you can choose either the review quiz or the graded quiz. It doesn't matter, but you're only doing it one time. And then you go through and you take the quiz again. Which of the following is an example of a statistics? The average test score was 76. Average is mean, that's a statistic. Number 2, the average Japanese woman lives to the age of 86. What is the population behind this statistic? Because it's asking for the population, that is all of the women in Japan. Number 3, the majority of U.S. car owners still buy American cars. Ideally, what would be the sample in this study that generated this stat? That would be a randomly selected group of car owners in the U.S. It's a sample, and you have to have all car owners, not just American car owners. That way it's not biased. Mark Twain called statistics pliable because you can adapt them to support any point. What does pliable mean? If you can adapt them, that means it's flexible. Which of the following statistics studies is trying to establish causality? So that's like cause and effect. The relationship between playing video games improves hand-eye coordination. A census is a statistical study in which an entire population is counted, not just a sample. Which of the following stats is most likely to be based on a census? You can't count all the stars in the galaxy. The average SAT score, the average wind of a speed of a tornado. You can't have every single speed, so it's going to be the number of jobless adults in a country. That's going to be the whole population. You pick the king of diamonds from a full deck of playing cards based on this data. Which of the following statistics makes a prediction? You're more likely to pick a queen is a fact. That's the answer. There are now 51 cards left in the deck. That is a fact. There are only 3 kings left. That is a fact. The deck now contains fewer diamonds than hearts. That is a fact. So you're more likely to pick a queen. More likely meaning it's not guaranteed, but statistically, because there are 4 queens and only 3 kings, you're more likely to choose that queen. So that would be the answer. Number 8, if you were conducting a survey, in what order would you perform the following task? You would have your sample. You would make an observation about that sample. Then you will analyze that observation and then form your statistic. Number 9, to see what the average American thinks about the state of the economy, you conduct a poll of your friends and family. How does this constitute a sampling of bias? With these questions about bias and not bias, they will have some answers, like your sample size is far too small. Well, that's true. So you'll have some answers that are likely to be true. So you're looking for the answer that is the most true. And the most true is that your sample is likely to have a less diverse opinion than the entire population, because your family and your friends are more likely going to agree with your point of view than to have a different point of view, because that's the people that you are influenced by. And number 10, which of the following best pairs represents a causality? When you turn on a switch, it turns on the light. So we finished our quiz, and we see that we've made a 100. So once you finish your quiz, it is very important that you do this. Anytime I give you an assignment, when you finish it, it automatically submits it to me because I gave you that assignment. When you're doing a retake, I have not given you that retake. That is something that you were taking on your own time, and you are making the decision to do that. So it's not an assignment that I'm giving you. So it's very important that you click Submit to Teacher. If you don't click Submit to Teacher, it doesn't matter if you made a 100 or not. I'm not going to get the results. So you click Submit to Teacher, and then you choose your class, and it'll be Block 2, Block 1, Block 3, whatever block you're in for Miss Watson's math class, and then you click Submit. It'll say you have successfully submitted your score, so now I have access to your new grade, and your new grade is what's going to go into the grade book. So if you've made a 40 or a 30 or an 80 or whatever, if you've made something that you're not happy with and you want a better grade, then during silent lunch, at home, in the morning during homeroom, on your own time, whenever you want to do it, as long as it's not interfering with other classwork, you can retake that quiz and submit it to me, and then I will change your grade.